Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Total War 3 Kingdoms. Last time around we had one spectacular battle where I was able to kill a 3,000 man army within 3 minutes. And then we followed that up with what I can only describe as a disaster, even though it ended as a draw. And we still have kind of a difficult situation ahead of us with the yellow turbans set to invade open territory. My northern plan of course failed, and then my only other army is down here. Still I actually will have to change that next turn. I've been looking actually a lot at just understanding the lore, because I think before this I've never really even tried to read anything about the Three Kingdoms period, or the romance of all of it and so forth. And I have specifically of course taken a look at Cao Cao, and I must say that I really like it. As I previously said, I kind of get this Littlefinger vibe of Cao Cao, and I've been watching partly historical stuff, but also there's a series that they made about this period, and looking at the series, you really get the sense of that Cao Cao is very much, as I said, he very much resembles Littlefinger from Game of Thrones, which I really like. And that sort of, and also watching back watching that series kind of reminds me of back when Game of Thrones was good, in the sense that when they had this Machiavellian stuff of the different warlords and stuff were vying for the power of the realm, and there was these dealings back and forth, this backroom and backstabbing and stuff. So I really like that, and also I really like the fact that it seems as though Cao Cao is actually one of the winners of the Three Kingdoms period. Or, well, what I should say is, I thought maybe, you know, it would be decided, the fate of this would be decided within Cao Cao's lifetime, because I thought very early on that probably one of my goals was to unite all of China. But it seems as though, looking at sort of the historical records and stuff, that Cao Cao, he is going to be the winner in sort of the north, as it is, as he's going to create the Kingdom of Wei, or Wei? I'm not entirely sure how you pronounced it. W-E-I. And there's going to be 2 others down in the south. There's going to be the Three Kingdoms. Kind of interesting also that it shapes up a lot like what happened in the actual history, with, at least here anyways, with Zhang Chao holding the territory to the north of the Yellow River, and I'm holding to the south. I think I've gone a little bit too south in this area, to the point where I've hit the Yangtze River, which I don't think he did. He went more towards, you know, probably holding this, and then sort of out towards here, and then towards here as well. But yeah, I really like that, and well, maybe what I should do is I should link some of the videos in the description, because it obviously adds to it, because if you don't know anything about the characters and stuff like that, it's not going to be as enjoyable to play as, like, if you play Napoleon and you don't know who Napoleon is, or who all the countries are and the players and all the stuff. Anyways, I do think we don't have any moves to make. What I think though is, if we look at the stands right here, and given the troops that are deployed and stuff, the main thing which is going to be a problem of the enemy attacking me is going to be that they have 2 really big cavalry units and they still have 3 full stack units. And I mean, my units are all but depleted, so I think we're gonna go ahead and break the siege.
Stand down
and actually
honor your ideals.
Try to, as much as possible, march stance.
Gather your strength.
With match stance, I can actually get back into my own territory. Since we march, though, we will be unable to replenish, but at least I'm kind of in the safe right now, anyways. Also, we need to think about maybe not going against these right now and instead focusing on the yellow turbans. With that said, let's go ahead and end turn and see how we're going to deal with these guys and the rest of the threat to Cao Cao's dominion.
We gladly offer you a chance for honor.
Yes, so Cao Cao, that's it's very interesting well, as I said, that it kind of shapes out like it was with Cao Cao holding the northern part, or everything north of the Yellow River, and just how I really like the battle in between Cao Cao and Cao Cao, which happened close to the river or to the borderland right here. One thing here is what does he want? Join war against faction. So I don't know. Xiang Yan. Who the hell is Xiang Yan? And where are wait, there. Xiang Yan. Yes. Oh, and there's a looking glass thing. So Jan, yes, we figured out who that is. And oh, he's gonna pay me 2,500 gold almost. Sure, why not? It's one of those things where the AI asks you to join their war, and the enemy is so far away that there's no way you're gonna be sending an army that way. And like, there's no repercussion for me declaring war at this guy, so you know what? Just fine. Also, one of the things is, like, Cao Cao had more troops than Cao Cao, so he's the only one as well here that we can see that has more troops than me. So it's lucky that I made him my ally, or at least for now. Obviously the only way I'm allied with him is just to not have him fight me. But there we have that. So yes, we're gonna go ahead and accept that, and we can see that someone else, Wang Quan, really likes the fact that I declare war on this. I believe it's a bandit character as well, this guy. There's 2 bandit characters, because I was looking into the bandit characters when I tried to find a way to kill off Dong Zuo. Anyways, let's go ahead and accept and continue to run through the end turn.
You have shown great wisdom.
Right, so the enemy actually left their territory to defeat me, so I think I was in the right mind to retreat, because they clearly feel that they have the power on their side. So I think we can go ahead and retreat again and hopefully get away. Yes, nice. Kind of strange though that I was able to retreat, because I had already made all my moves at that point.
Home gladdens the heart.
Will replenish, and once I have the stack in full order, we'll be able to come back and destroy them. And let's see, reports. Wang Lan. So these guys keep losing their their leaders, so they've elected a new leader. Regency, diplomacy, siege, diplomacy, and so forth.
Impossible.
Interestingly enough, these guys lay siege to this area, which I'm not sure why they do that. Can I see what kind of garrison this area has? This must be the main... This can't be this garrison, right? It must be like the main city, I think. I don't know what this... Oh, there we go. This area has 4 archers and 3 swordmen, which is a substantial force, which I definitely could do some decent damage against these guys. Though this guy, he's got 104 troops in his bodyguard. Although a horseman, though. I wonder with so many soldiers if that may be foot soldiers. Anyways, we need to move there as quickly as possible, and this guy stands
People are
in our
migrating
way.
here, but there is still more work to do.
So with that,
Strike
let's go and strike and kill these guys. It says horrific victory, which means that I can probably do just as well a work that I did in the last battle. So I think with not much ado that we will... Oh, a town. That's not actually that great.
No mercy!
I should have thought about that. The thing about those towns is that they're kind of deadlier than castles in that sense. Right, what do I have here? What can I do? What do they want me to do? So I've got 2... Okay, constructions are available. But I don't know, I lack the funds right now. So I think we're not going to build anything. We're going to keep our money conserved. Where is all
Bring
my
news
money
of what
going?
occurred
Army
in my
upkeep, salary
absence.
building, undercover characters. Where are all my cash going? Or is it just that I'm losing cash? Because trade routes or something are being rerouted. We might have to break this and just move as quickly as possible. I just want to see, maybe if I do hold the siege for 1 turn, they will sally forth against me and I can take the town and we can get some of that extra cash and revenue that we probably gonna lose from losing this area. And then we'll as quickly as possible move over here. So we'll go ahead and end turn once more, and we see if Cao Cao can't defeat these guys. Right, diplomacy from a Wang Quan wants to marry. So another character, she will join our faction. She will marry my son, which is not the heir. And then I'm wondering who these Quan people are. Wang Quan. Wang Quan. Wang Quan. Where is your territory, Wang Quan? Wang Quan. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, I think we've already married people from his faction, but last time it was general. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and agree to that.
Logic is the true path to peace.
Right, so one of the bandit lords declare war on the Yellow Turbans. These two sign peace, marriage. She declares war on Dong Min, which I find kind of surprising. I guess she was emboldened by the fact that she threw away my armies. Ah, look at that. Spy promoted government. So we have a pretty good
Impossible. Welcome, my lord.
good situation there. I'm losing out on money though. We need to somehow increase our coffers or lower the costs of something. Let's go into here and see what this guy can do. So he's in government. He can accost trader, he can interfere, intelligence diminishing counter spy, discredit characters, presume empower trade, undercover network. Undercover network is what we've already done. We've got a lot of details here of the of this faction. Why not presume... Well, he was appointed, serving in office. Nanyang is his, where he serves as a, whatever. But I think we're going to want to pursue military appointment, if we can. Attempt to manipulate being sent into the field as a general. Note that this depends on the target faction's need for generals and does not guarantee a military appointment. Confirm. Force of arms. Your spy has been called out by another officer who suspect there as a feast. They have challenged your general to a sword dance, knowing that they themselves are very accomplished. With some strong acting, your spy may be able to convince the onlookers, but failure could lead to exposure. We will commit to it. Our spies' efforts to impress have not gone unnoticed. Their false master has openly favored their military candidacy should command be available in the future. Nice. So he managed his sword dance. Oh, you gained a point due to your fact that you I think you do administrator command, so we get some extra food from that. Also, what do we have? Enables formation loose and gives instinct. Why not? I should have probably given you this earlier.
My
Give
lord,
your uncle
I
something
hope
as
all
well.
is well.
I think he's uncle. Family tree. Yes. Well, he's their half brother. Half brother uncle. I don't know how that works. We're losing money, so I really need to. And we can't kind of. We can't press the attack here. But as these guys are already suffering attrition, they're bound to attack out, I imagine. I mean, this is the only province, so they will have to do something. Otherwise, they just stand to lose the entire area. And hopefully the enemy actually attacks here, so I can actually do something against them. With that said, I also like the fact, I noticed here that once they've held the siege for one turn, we lose a lot of the field of view. Like, we don't see the entire province, so we lose a lot of field of view. One thing that you didn't probably see, but because I cut it away in the end turn, was they actually had another complete full stack moving past, which was yellow all the way to the top. With that said, let's go ahead and turn and see if we can actually draw into some battle at some point here. Right, with that, we have another declaration of war by Liu Dai, which I'm not entirely sure where he is. He's got pretty shit armies as well. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, that's we've got a city close by though, so he's not going to go anywhere. And also, one thing that happened here is that that guy that I'm spying on to the left of me, he actually marched into my territory, and he is first these guys broke the siege, and then this guy marched in. So that's kind of interesting. So I'm not sure what's going on here, why he's kind of helping me. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what we can do in our turn. War is declared. Yes. This one I'm not actually going to ask these guys to go ahead and join us. I don't think there's any point in asking them to join everything. Right, so they will give me 1700 for peace. But the thing is, I really want that capital region, and I really want it before someone else gets it, so no thank you. We will reject it.
We expected gratitude.
Right! Just as I thought. the enemy realized their problem and decided to go ahead and sally forth. It is set to become a horrific victory for me, but I think we can quite easily change that into an utter rout for the enemy. So I believe when it says high casualties here, I do not believe though when it says high casualties on this side. So with that, let's go ahead and have the Battle of Guangling. And before we start the battle, I just want to point out the note here, you know, on the kind of good old joke of Asians all looking the same. And right. Oh, it's fall colors. Autumn. And the town is just over there. We decided to march and fight here. Right. What is my plan? We'll use this main force, I think. We'll station it around here. And we'll have this guy and his force hiding up in the trees here. And we'll have... And with that, we'll have... basically, those guys coming in the flank. Hopefully. Oh, look at that! The enemy actually started up here. Shit.
Enemy
Oh, we're actually hit.
reinforcements are
We're
arriving.
still actually hidden. Shit.
Horsemen, hurry!
Attend!
Jesus Christ. We're still hidden. We're still hidden. I don't know how this works, but we're still hidden. And the enemy is moving away from us. And we're still hidden.
Steel yourselves! The time has come! Cavalry, mount up!
Cavalry? Okay, you know what? Let's bring the trap. There's no better way of attacking them than from right from behind.
Ready to ride? Our hidden men have been seen! March!
And the cavalry will move over here. And then,
Take heed, warriors!
like, our main force is gonna move in here.
Stand ready! Move out! Move now! At the ready! To battle! Spearmen! Move!
Try to make as long of a line as possible. Absolutely murder that archer unit. And then you will retreat while these guys will turn up from the back.
Ready! Move,
Look
move.
the enemy run! Craven!
And we'll let them fall onto our wall of spears.
At the ready!
And if I now can get my archers
Move out!
to hold.
Prepare!
Steel yourselves!
Forward.
Steel yourselves!
Support your army.
Cavalry! Stand ready!
And then if we can have the cavalry
Move! Move!
go for the archers.
The time has come! Ready!
And we do have a unit that's not used up here. Can fall down on the flank.
To attention, Stearman!
And these guys can
The enemy
fall on
unit
the side.
flees! What
These guys can move
cowards!
up and flank there.
Make ready!
And yeah, it's absolute carnage. Just because battles go so quickly, I just want to go into slow-mo a quick bit. We don't normally get close-up views of the fight because they go so quickly. But we kind of get an idea what's going on here. Gonna have you guys fall down upon the enemy from that side. It's a masterful move by this guy to somehow he keep his army hidden like that. And then all these guys fighting here. It's gonna be even cooler once they release the Blood DLC, which is bound to come. And the few enemy reinforcements will actually... Oh yeah, go back to normal speed. Kind of cheat to play in slow-mo.
Ready! Kill them!
Deal yourself!
We'll have the archers prepared to all of them once they come within range to utterly just shoot them down.
Stand ready! Charge!
Let's get all the cavalry involved here.
Look the enemy run! Craven!
Got that guy running at this point, which means the swordmen can kind of fall.
Attend me, spearmen!
You know what?
March at the double!
Let's surround them and have the cavalry instead go north.
Blades, ready! Destroy them! Show no mercy! Knocked and ready! To attention, archers!
Look the enemy run! Craven!
Completely surround these idiots over here. And at the same time we're chasing around their generals.
Take heed, warriors!
I want my generals though to break free. And I want to kind of see if we can help out over here.
Arrows! Release missiles!
So line these two commanders up.
Make ready!
Our victory grows ever closer!
Do not relent!
And obviously it's not great to charge spearmen, but they're not facing our way. And with just upsetting their formation like that,
The time has come! Move
we
out
can
quickly.
probably just break the formation down.
Cavalry, attack! Prepare! Attack!
Oh, it's only 5 men left in his bodyguard, and yeah, we broke that formation.
Bowman, stand ready! Give
The
orders!
bowmen won their fight. And we're absolutely crushing it at this point.
Look the enemy run! Craven! Run! Run!
Stand
These
ready!
guys were slaughtered as well.
March now! Double time!
These guys are running,
10 swordsmen!
so we'll have these swordsmen
March
go ahead and join here and close off this.
Ready! Move, move!
Generals
Move now.
supporting their men.
Move now!
Take
And
heed, warriors!
we're gonna have the rest of the cavalry chase down the retreating troops. Oh, this guy decides to stand and fight.
Our men have no ammunition! They cannot
Oh.
fire!
Kind of shot down our own men there. But also a lot of the enemy.
Archers ready!
And now we're out of shot.
Move!
Look at how many of the white guys that died here. Oh, these guys are routing now.
Blades ready! Swords drawn!
The thing though is that infantry has such a hard time actually chasing down enemy troops. We're just not even gonna try. We're gonna tell them to retreat. And instead we're gonna have the generals
Show no mercy! Make ready!
go in and swipe them away. There's no point in having the infantry do that. And then within 8 minutes, we've struck in the enemy force. A devastating blow. And the forces are gone.
Take heed, warriors!
Gonna make sure that no one really gets out of here. I lost quite a lot though as well, seemingly. Lost almost half my force according to this. Which I was kind of surprised, but I didn't. We'll see. We'll see. Let's go ahead and end this. And we should be able to take the city after this quite easily. There we have it.
Another step towards
So it was
order.
actually just a close victory, which... what's this? Oh, we captured one of the enemy guys. Nothing of value to deal, execute. Employ. I am fonder of my head than allow me to join you and I must serve you well. He's cruel, concerned and agile. Friends and rivals. Special unit. Income. Release. Employ. We're gonna release you. Or I guess buy you. We're gonna get some gold for that, I imagine.
Let them go. It
So
matters
we're gonna ransom not his troops. We're gonna recruit the ones we took prisoners, 300 men, to bolster our force.
not. I value true talent.
Okay, Guangzhou, war on the yellow turbans. Guangzhou, I'm not entirely sure where you are. Liedao, yes. Where were you now again? Yes, you were this guy over here. Another person has succeeded in which faction? Oh, these guys. So they died and they left a woman in charge. Attacker reinforcement. The siege progressed, but our assaulting force grow. Variant supplies run low, a nearby village loyal and abundant in resource could possibly aid us. Shall we call them to help us? Call reinforcements. War fever. Military supplies. Population in Guanling. I don't know if I need supplies though. I have enough supplies. But we're gonna have to break the siege at this point because it's winter. And by breaking it, I mean storm the city. No, we're not gonna call for reinforcements. I like these events when you lay siege.
Wipe them out! Today, we remove a threat to China!
Right, I think we'll just go ahead and delegate because I'm probably gonna lose more men if I actually do it myself, given the archer towers and stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and delegate the battle. And hopefully I don't lose too
My
many men.
ambition is coming to fruition.
The first number I read was this, and I thought, shit, did I lose that many men? No, only 42. Occupy,
We shall enjoy the spoils.
and we destroy that
Only
faction.
feeble wills seek compromise.
Which means that I'm almost completely in control of this province.
Let us draw up plans.
And with that, also with the fact that these guys decided to actually come in and aid us, which I'm not entirely sure why they did, but I'm really happy that they did. And hopefully these guys will just strike these guys down and get rid of them for me, which will allow me instead to go against these guys and complete this province, which will be really nice. So next we're probably gonna head over there to deal with them. I'm gonna keep an eye out. We are we at war? Yeah, we are with war with them, and now we've got an area to deal with them, or like an area where I actually got a border against them. Don't really want to be at war with all of these people, so I'm gonna see about getting peace with these guys here in the south. I don't want to be at war with them. Killed in battle. Oh, those two guys that looked exactly the same. And we occupy this. Faction destroyed. Development, people of merit. Foreign trespassers. I don't care that much. We can go ahead and sign a deal with them to allow them to cross into my territory. Military access. Oh, now they actually have superior strength compared to me. Negotiate
May we
deal.
find common ground?
So make this work. Oh, that's me asking them, not me allowing them. We're not going to support legitimacy. Can I not just give them? Was it oh, I had on quick deal. I shouldn't have had on quick deal. We'll negotiate
The floor
you.
is open.
Invite to join coalition. I don't think the others actually will like that. But I think military access. Okay, so I guess we ask for it. We can't give them, which is a bit of a mistake, I think. The fact that I can't give them, but I can only ask for it. But I also notice now that they are superior in strength to us. Which I don't really like, and then the fact that they're within my territory. So there's a few factions that are stronger than me. This one, which is further to the north. This one, which I'm allied with. And now this one. So it was well then that I sent my spy into these guys. Given that they have the strength they have. My spy is seeking, is he pursuing employment? Military employment? Could be good if he actually did that. Rather than whatever else he can do. Yes. Oh, what's this? Force of arms. Your spy has been called out by another officer who suspect their deceit. At a feast, they will challenge your agent to a sword dance, knowing that they themselves are very accomplished. With some strong acting, your spy may be able to convince the onlookers, but failure could lead to exposure. Okay, your spy cannot afford to take this action safely. If you commit, the action will succeed, but your spy will be captured in the process. Right. We'll have to cancel then. Which cost me a lot of points. We should have waited with that. But, yeah. Given that it's winter, no more moves to be made. We had our battle on the slopes outside of Guanguling. Yeah. With that, I think we're gonna go ahead and end it then. And hopefully, as I always say, you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!
Destroy them!
Shot!